Once you have your menus built inside of Muse, chances are you want to depart as quickly as possible from the default light gray look that they carry with them. And so in this movie, I'm going to show you how to work with the different states of your menu to make them look exactly like you want them to look. Let's go ahead and go down to our master page. And on the master page, you can see the menu that we created earlier. And like I said before, the light gray appearance, not really working for me. So what I want to do is change this up a bit to match the look and feel of my site. And so in order to do that, we're going to be working with the States panel. You can go to the window menu and open up States, or you can just drag it out from your panels over there on the right-hand side. And so I'm just going to have this over here as I'm working so that I can see exactly what's going on. And then I'm going to click until I get a hold of one of these menu items. The best thing about these menu items, as long as you have Edit Together turned on by clicking right here and choosing Edit Together, that means that all of these are going to change as you change one of them. So you don't have to go through and do this each and every time on each one of these links. You only have to do it once, which is very, very helpful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the normal state. And so I'm going to make sure that it has no stroke. And then I'm also going to make sure that it has no fill. And that's just going to let those sit right on top of the banner that we have up there. Now I'm also going to change the font for each one of the menu items. The easy way to do that is to just grab the text tool by pressing the letter T. And since I already have this selected, all I have to do is just change this. And we're going to change this to something a little bit different. So let's change this to, let's go to Add Web Fonts. And let's choose a slab serif. Let's see what we've got in here. I've already synced Bree serif to my computer, but just go ahead and click Bree serif if you haven't synced that already. And then hit OK. And then I'll just choose Bree serif from this. And there you see all of those change. And let's increase the size just a tad bit. Maybe something like 16. There we go. And you can see all of them are changing with it. Okay, now the rollover state. Let's go here. And I'll switch back to my selection tool. And so once I have that, I'm going to change the fill to a light blue. Looks kind of nice. Mouse down. That means when somebody actually presses down on the mouse, like clicks on the button, chances are you want this to look similar to the rollover state. So we'll just set that to the same light blue. And then the active state. What does this thing actually look like when you're clicked on the link and you're sitting at that position? So in this case, if I were to click services and it scrolls down, does this highlight? What does it do? So in this case, I think I still want that light blue appearance. So let's do that. There we go. And so now that I've got all of this set, everything should be set for all of the menu items. We can close the states panel. And now let's go test this out. Let's go and just go to preview up here in the top right corner. And so now I can hover over these, and you see that all of those hover exactly like they're supposed to, so that works. If I click on one, you notice there that it'll actually go to that page. And so here, if I go home, services, work, team, contact, and as I do that, they all stay highlighted just as they're supposed to. So it's really easy to create awesome looking menus in Muse just by changing the different states and working with some font choices and color choices. As you can see, it's really not that difficult. And as you can also see, it's very much different than the default gray appearance that we started out with, but it's just a few subtle changes. And that's the beauty part about navigation. It doesn't have to be flashy, it doesn't have to be fancy in order to be effective. It just needs to match the overall look and feel of your design, and it needs to make sense to the end user. So in this case, having something highlight when you're on top of it makes sense because that indicates, oh, if I click on this, I'll go to the team section. And then having that section stay highlighted once I'm there allows the user to see exactly, oh, I'm at the team section. It's almost like it's re-emphasizing the point of where you are in the navigation of the website. So my recommendation is to study navigation systems all over the web. Find some websites that you think are well designed, study their navigation patterns, and see what they're doing to make their navigation work the way it does. And then try to translate that into your own designs by using the menu widgets here inside of Muse and working with the States panel.